He was one of the most brilliant CIA operatives we ever had, until he went rogue.
He's responsible for the deaths of multiple agents.
This guy's just not gonna walk into an American consulate without good reason.
So what's new in Cape Town?
I heard a slot open up.
One slot, 37 applicants. Every one of them with more field experience than you.
How am I supposed to get more experience? I'm staring at four walls all day.
This is Weston.
We have a last-minute reservation.
Oh my God. That's Tobin Frost.
Kill all the surveillance cameras in this room.
Is this legal?
Go!
Remember rule number one, you are responsible for your house guest. I'm your house guest.
I play a guy named Matt Weston, who's in CIA. The CIA world is commonly known as a housekeeper. It's a low-level CIA job, real boring. You run a safe house, which is an apartment set up by the CIA used for interrogations or visiting field agents. It's usually used by the real CIA guys. The housekeeper's usually a guy who's like either done something wrong or he's just not moving up the ladder as quickly as he wants to. So I play that. That's what the job is. But I'm basically a very idealistic kind of, not necessarily jingoistic, but he's kind of a guy who has a real God and country kind of feel about him. And that as we go through the film is slowly peeled away, and disillusionment kicks in, and cynicism kicks in a big way, and he sort of sees the world for what it really is, which is a very, very corrupt place. And he's trying not to let that kind of dominate his morals and thinking.
Early on in a marketing meeting, and one of the heads of the studios, well, he's got to be a scary guy. I was thinking, whoa. I don't tell you how to run a studio. Don't tell me. I said, well, this is what he is. He's a bisexual sociopath, killer. And everybody was kind of quiet. I said, yeah, that's what he is. He said, he just assumes sleep with you will kill you, man or female. I said, that's what he is. And then I was like, like they were waiting for the joke. I said, no joke. That's what he is. Is that scary enough? So I think they backed off there were some hints of his bisexuality in the script earlier on. I think they chickened out.
I did a Swedish movie that was shown in the Berlin Film Festival, and a lot of studios latched onto it, and it created a lot of heat around my direction. So I got sent a lot of script, and I read the Safe House early on, in I think it was February, March, and it struck me how such a page turner it was, and I was looking for something that had the core kind of character journey within it, and at the same time a very strong pace, because my strength is character. So I think if I had that pace, I could almost fight it.
Hey, they're here for me, but they want me alive. You, they'll kill. You got one in the chamber. It's okay. I remember my first posting, Rio de Janeiro. House like this. Not one single visitor, but I remember rule number one, you are responsible for your house guest. I'm your house guest. The clock is ticking. They gave you the keys. Do your duty, son.
Shut up.
You want to be the guy that lost Tobin Frost?
Nobody plays a bad guy like Denzel does. But he, what I love about his approach to it is that he doesn't see it as a bad guy. There are no villains. In real life, they're just people with opposing convictions, and why they have those convictions in their mind are very real and valid. So, he in the film, he is a bit of a sociopath. He is a guy who, is basically like a shark evolved for one purpose only, and that's to win. And to be around that and see that and how that infects his every move and thinking was really cool.
He's always looking for an opportunity. And I think the opportunity comes from a quiet place. There's no point in rattling the chains, literally, or the pipes. He just settles down. I think his blood pressure goes down the more heightened the stakes are. He's looking, he only needs that moment, and that to me is frightening, You know, imagine you've locked up the killer and you got him, but he's not doing it.